Hello guys and welcome to today's video where today this is day 9 I think of the 14-day as Ketchum run, and today me and a friend we're going to be talking about just our favourite moments and memories that has come from Ash's adventures over the last 25 years, as his final episode will commence tomorrow. So, what are some of your favourite moments / memories from Ash's journeys?
Honestly, I really liked a lot of the Kalos moments. Like, he was just so iconic there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Ash as a character had so many ups and downs throughout adventures. Like, in the end, like, he taught us all to never give up, and yeah, like, some of mine are like, what is it, like, honestly, the fact, like, Journeys as a series was a complete mess, but how they wrote that final battle against Leon, literally perfection. That was literal perfection. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they did.
I have to agree there.
Yeah, like, Journeys as a series was like a complete mess. Like, obviously, I know there's a lot of people, I know there's a lot of, obviously, I know Journeys was was mixed. I know there was mixed thoughts from the whole series, but honestly, this was the first series I actually ever seen at sub. This was the very first series I had never seen a series subbed. I think I started watching the subbed from, I think it was right after Leon versus Lance, because I remember hearing about it. Then that's when I started watching it, because I remember, I don't know why this happened, but I took like an 8-9 month break off the anime, and I don't remember why.
I started watching around Ash vs. Marnie, like when I picked it up again.
Yeah.
And that's where I started watching subbed.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't like, after, because the thing is, like, I never realised how good the sub was, because I always used to watch the dub, but after hearing how good the sub sounds, yeah, I can't go back to the dub now.
I know, that's the exact same for me. Like, I was a dub kid, I never watched anything subbed, but after my eyes have been opened, basically,
yeah,
I can't go back.
Yeah, like, and like, obviously, like, over the years as well, like, there were so many unique team members as well, like, over the years. Like, he had some really good ones, some really bad ones, but in the end, all his ones contribute to something along his journeys, every single one of them, no matter what. Like, even there were some ones that were bad, and they still provided entertainment factor. That's all that's mattered. Like, the ones don't have to all be amazing. As long as they're entertaining, don't have dull personalities, they're still great to watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, also in the years as well, there were so many. I mean, Journeys in terms of rivals wasn't the best, but I'm saying there were some really. Over the Sun series, you had some amazing rivals. You had Gary, you had Paul, you had Alan. Like, so many amazing rivals over the years. All of them just pushed Ash to get better and better.
I mean, I know which rival is my favourite, because they're literally my favourite fictional character ever.
Yeah. But yeah, the fact is, and what I find is absolutely amazing about the final episode is that it's gonna be Gary who asks Ash the question. Like literally ask him the question, how close are you to become a Pokemon Master, because that was his first rival. Like, that, he's kind of the perfect character to say that line.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as well as that, you had, like, I mean, like, in terms, I know there was a lot of issues with Journeys, but as a series, I don't think it's as bad as people think it actually was. Like, I mean, terms of Ash's final series, yeah, it was kind of mid for Ash's final series, but there were still some really good moments. And the fact is that at this point now, after tomorrow's episode, Ash is gonna have reunited with every single Pokemon except for Primate. Every single one. So.
Oh, wow, I didn't realise that.
Yeah. Because I remember because after Butterfree appeared at the end of Journeys, all we were missing were Pidgeot and Primate, and apparently Pidgeot's in tomorrow's episode. So yeah, and yeah, like what did you?
There are some unofficially caught Pokemon that he hasn't reunited with, but
Yeah.
that's probably something else.
Yeah, like I know there's a lot of, and yeah, like I mean there's like a lot. There are a lot that obviously he can't reunite with, like Solgaleo, Naganadel. Those two are kind of hard to write a return for. But like every other like main one, pretty much every single and like and they even remembered like pretty much every single Pokemon, like even the unofficial ones like Larvitar, Solgaleo, like they remembered all of them. Which is honestly, yeah, and just in terms of Ash's journey, there was just too many just fun like moments. Like the anime's never gonna feel the same after tomorrow. It's never gonna feel the same.
It really won't.
Like as well, like I was one of the saddest things that I will say about the anime that is because some of the voice actors like could never had they issues, mainly May, they could never return, which is extremely sad because
Yeah, that is.
because Japan don't replace voice actors. Like they don't replace them unless it's like absolutely necessary. Yeah, honestly, I didn't think Ash was gonna leave because do you remember what Rika said at the end of Ash and Leon? She confirmed that he was staying.
I don't actually remember that, but
Yeah. She basically said that Ash was only halfway to his goal at the end of Ash and Leon. That's what she said in an interview. So like I guess they were talking about this series, but then again, they said that they didn't even have this series pretty much planned. All they said they had planned was the finale. Yeah, like I know this. I know it's. What were some of like your favorite like Pokemon Ash caught over the years? What are like some of your favorites?
I liked a lot of the Galomons.
Yeah.
I also really like some ones I haven't seen too much of, but like I really like the Pokemon in general.
Yeah.
I like Leavanny and Unpheasant.
That's a surprise because a lot don't like Unpheasant. That's
just Pokemon I like in general.
Like I mean, I had a like after Ash started catching older Gen Mons, did you start feeling like something was going to end up happening with Ash at the end of the series?
I mean, I really didn't know because I wasn't actually paying attention to Journeys at the time.
Yeah. But now looking back on Lucario, does that kind of now make you feel like that they were planning for Ash to exit in this series?
Absolutely, because with Journeys as a whole, it's about adventuring all of the 8 regions that were available at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just that.
Yeah, because as well, I started to think that maybe Journeys was the testing ground for the Gen 9 anime.
It probably was.
Because here's some things to bring up. You have been all over the world. You have no Ash, double protagonists, exactly what Gen 9 is doing. So I feel like it was the testing ground. And as well as that, I have heard, I don't know if I don't know how you feel about this, but I have heard they're gonna do somewhat like they did with Ash's Journey's team, where they're gonna Liko and Roy have older Mons and newer Mons.
I don't know about that one. I don't know like how I feel about that because there are a lot of good Mons in Paldea.
Yeah. But yeah, like in terms, like what were some of your favourite battles from the anime? Like what were some of your favourites?
Ash versus Sawyer, definitely.
Yeah.
I actually, this comes as a surprise to a lot, this would come as a surprise to a lot of people, but, you know, I don't think it's too surprising if people know me, but I actually really liked Ash versus Alan.
Yeah, I think there was. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know, because I was because I actually doing talking about. I was going to do a video at some point in the week, and probably in the weekend at some point about favorite battles from each gen, and I've heard a mix between Sawyer and Alan. So it's sort of like, yeah, it's like it's hard on to pick. But yeah, like in terms of like all of this as well, like there was. I mean, like, as well, like, just looking, I was, like, looking through all these images on my screen, like, there was so much. I mean, what did you think of the Masters, what did you think of the Masters tournament as a whole, like, as a whole thing?
It was a bit disappointing, but in the end, they did kind of pick it up again,
Yeah.
and it did eventually become good again.
Yeah, I think
it's
because yeah, the Cynthia. I think the Cynthia and Leon battle saved the tournament. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know there were people that were annoyed that Ash didn't use like older Gen 1s in the tournament, but I can kind of understand why they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like especially well, like. I know there were some very, very, very controversial moments in Journeys, because obviously there were like particular characters that people did not like that I had to defend constantly. Literally, the entirety of Journeys, I had to defend Go non-stop. I literally had to defend him because the hate was literally, bro. The hate that Go got from some people was absolutely ridiculous.
Totally adore Go, so I really don't understand that hate.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, if you don't like a character, then that's fine. But saying like that you wanted the character, like that you sent freaking death threats to people, sent death threats to the company is not okay.
Absolutely not okay. I have to agree.
Yeah. I will say this, I do kind of wish they did throughout Journeys like they did with MPM. I kind of wish I wish they kind of mixed up the teams and as well like had these older ones training up the newer team, because I think that was an issue where I think that was the biggest issue people had with the Journey team, was because they got strung out of nowhere. But if they trained with the older ones a lot of the series, it would have made sense.
Yeah.
Because like obviously there were some absolute ridiculous moments in Journeys. Like I will say now, the power scaling in Journeys is the most broken it had ever been in the anime. It was the most broken it had ever been in the anime at points. Like, literally, I remember, I was had to talk about this. The beer fight, the third beer fight. How good Lucario was absolutely ridiculous. Literally, he took so many super effective attacks and didn't go down. But then Surfetch, who came with a training arc, got one-shotted. Like at points, I think what Journeys struggled to do was, like, when they wanted a Mon to lose, they couldn't make it lose convincingly.
Yeah.
Cause I remember this. It was with Gengar. I remember this early Journeys. Like I know didn't watch frequently until the Marnie fight, but before the Marnie fight, Gengar fucking sucked. He sucked really bad. Like he had a good debut, but then went on losing for about 40 episodes. Literally until. Literally, there was a 42 episode gap between Gengar's battling, and as soon as he came back, he lost.
Wow.
Literally, I think the Journeys team all suffered this. I think they all suffered maybe except for Dracovish really, but other than Dracovish and Pikachu, I think the whole team has sections where they absolutely sucked. Like a Dragonite, like it was between Raihan and Leon. That was when Dragonite was sucking. Surfetch was sucking after his training arc up to the Drasna fight. Gengar was sucking from pretty much Karina to Volkner. And then you had Lucario, who sucked between the two B fights. Also, as well, like, I mean, I will say this, I'm very glad that there were some Mons that came back, because, like, Mons like Incineroar needed to come back in Journeys for something, because after evolving, it didn't do anything. It literally evolved, fainted, and then didn't do any type of battling until MPM. But speaking of which, Journeys hates the Hoenn team. It hates it. Did you notice an MPM that did you notice an MPM that they made the whole Hoenn team like suck?
Think about it, yeah, they kind of did.
I don't
think I remember the Hoenn team shining that much.
Yeah, but like in
MPM did have a little moment, but that was it.
Yeah, Swellow did nothing, and Corvish lost. Like none of the other, I don't think any of the other series. Corvish lost to Misty.
Yeah, I know, I forgot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't think any other gen got that disrespected, because obviously Alola had like the best like return episodes. Like you can't argue that. Alola had the best return episodes. Literally, they were perfect. And then you have Sinnoh, where you had like Infernape had a big role throughout the series. Charizard had a big, like, actually to be fair, this is the first series in a while where Charizard didn't really have a big role. If you think about it, because Greninja had a big role with Lucario, you had Infernape, with Gengar. I feel like each of maybe like Ash's aces could have been a mentor to each of Ash's Journeys ones.
Yeah,
like Charizard with Dragonite, Surfetch with, I don't know who Surfetch goes, probably Sceptile, and then Dracovish with Crocodile maybe. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like honestly, that final episode tomorrow is just gonna hit hard. I know it's gonna hit hard. Like, No one's ready for it.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna prepare for that.
Yeah, because I know. And also, I will say what I am disappointed about NPM was is that they couldn't get all of Ash's mons back on his team at least once, because there's some mons that didn't get a chance. There was like Mark's a big one because it didn't do much. Toro is another big one. A lot of the Unova team didn't get a chance. Melmel. What sucks to me is that Rowlet and Incineroar came back, but Lycan Rock and Melmel can't come back because they're not at Oak Slab. Like every other Ashmon tomorrow, like all the non-released ones, I'm assuming are going to be in the episode, but Lycan Rock and Melmetal are with Kukui, so there's no way that they can come back.
I kind of forgot that they were like in a separate, like, I knew that, I didn't actually know that, they got separated from Rowlet and, Incineroar, actually.
Yeah, cause Incineroar and Rowlet, well, I think they were just transferred over, but, like, unless Lycan Rock and Melmetal somehow got transferred over, we ain't gonna see them again.
I mean, there is a chance, but...
Yeah. There are a few monsters that unfortunately I do not think are appearing. One of them that got confirmed that isn't appearing is Greninja. So Greninja is forever stuck cutting vines in Kalos. Gudra I don't think is gonna appear because it's in Kalos. Naganadel ain't gonna appear because it's in Ultra Space. Solgaleo is the same in that part. Which, I find it so weird they had Solgaleo on the poster, but he didn't show up.
I mean, Ashmon in the poster, right?
Yeah, Naganadel as well, yeah. Those two are on there, but obviously they never showed up.
Yeah, but I mean, Greninja is on there as well.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, in terms of release mons, the only ones who didn't get a chance in Journeys were Gudra, Naganadel, Solgaleo, and Primeape.
I think Gudra is like a real shame because I really loved Gudra.
Yeah, I think, I wish they just I just wish that Greninja just got off the vines, but he's stuck there now. There's no chance now. They could have just wrapped up the vines in Journeys, and just have him at Oak's Lab. Like, that was definitely an opportunity to do it. You could have had Lucario help him out, get them cleared up twice as fast, get him back in Oak's Lab. Yeah, I just don't know.
It would be a bit unrealistic, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if there is like an older Ash, which is, still, we still really don't know, but, if there is an older Ash appearing, there is a chance that, that Greninja could be with him in that
But what I have heard is apparently, like, if Ash is to come back, they said that he'll be 10. Yeah, I think tomorrow, I don't think he's gonna be a Pokemon Master. I think he's gonna say that he's been one for a long time, but he wants to keep adventuring.
Yeah.
That, to me, makes the most sense. And then, like, he could just... The thing is, like, we don't know if the Gen 9 anime is an alternate universe or not.
Yeah, we don't.
If it is an alternate universe, then there's no chance he can come back. But if it's the same universe, there's a chance because it's all regions. Yeah, but honestly, I do think, honestly, looking it back at it now, I think this was the best time to send him off because think about it. What can he do more than world champion? What can he do more?
I really don't know. Like, I would have liked seeing an older Ash, but like,
Yeah,
that is, yeah.
like it's honestly, if they didn't write him off now, he was never gonna go.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Leon battle, like, after seeing the Leon battle, that was like, honestly, I feel like they should have, what they should have done was, like, they had the 136 episodes, like do the 136 episodes, and then have, like, 2 final big episodes to send him off. That would have been perfect. Because, cause obviously, people said that MPM dragged on for far too long, which I can kind of see why they're saying that. Also, I'm sad that he's never gonna catch a legendary. I'm very sad about that. Like this series was the chance to do it.
I mean, does he need to catch one because he's already legendary?
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, if they were gonna write him off, they could have just given him one, and it would have been fine. You could you just think like I know looking back on all the teams, like, just looking back at them, like, I know there were people that weren't happy that Ashton didn't I just hope with Gen 9 Galar gets good representation, because in Journeys Galar wasn't treated too well.
Yeah.
Like, I just hope in Gen 9 they can use Galar and Paldea a lot of love, but I'm just worried because obviously if it's all over the world, Paldea might get screwed over, and I don't want that to happen because Paldea has so many good characters. You're like, I don't think they're gonna follow the Scarlet and Violet story, which is a massive shame because Scarlet and Violet had one of the best stories in the entire main series. Like, it's an absolute shame. You will never see Arven's story, Penny's story, Nemona's story.
I mean, there is a chance, but it is unlikely.
Yeah, and also, what as well makes it sad is that we will never see Ash and Nemona interact. Those two would have been amazing. Like, those two would have been amazing together. Because you know, they both love battling.
Also, really ADHD.
Yeah, who do you think's gonna be the battler in Gen 9, do you think, out of Roy and Liko? Which one do you think will be the battler?
I think it's gonna be Liko.
Yeah. What scares me is that they haven't told us what Liko's goal is, and you know where that scares me because of what they did with Chloe. I don't want, cause Liko and Roy have got so much on their fucking shoulders because they're coming off of Ash. Like, they cannot mess this up. Because if they mess up the Gen 9 anime, it's over. Because Ash can't save it if because I mean, like, if it's the same universe as Ash, they can bring him back to potentially save it. If it's an alternate universe and it fails, it's game over. Like, them writing off Ash was the biggest risk they could ever make. And, well, we've just got to see if it pays off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.